Oh shit! I think I accidentally hit the live button. Well, hell with it. Let's just go on with this shit anyway. Then, what's going on, folks? It is the True Vapor Show number 120. Yes, we've hit 120. Okay, I got my introduction out the way. Show's over with. Thanks for joining us. Y'all have a good morning, big breakfast, all that good shit. No, just kidding. Take it away, Mr. Mark.
What up, folks? Hold on, grab batteries. I'm not prepared. All right, so what's up, everyone? I got, I don't know what half this stuff is. I just took it all out of the boxes, so.
Just make up names for everything.
All right. The IPv6X with the Blitz horse ball. I don't know. I'm just making up names. Let's see what else we got here. We got the Kanger Spider with the provided. This tank is kind of weird. It's got the 3-coil setting where you can switch from 1 coil to 2 coils to 3 coils. This is the, of course, the Capo, whatever, Squonk. And this is the Vaporesso, I think, Revenger Mini. There we go. And then we got this Wismec. I have no idea. We're going to call it the, let's call it the Purple Peter. The mouth to lung setup. And then we got the, oh, I always forget the name of this tank. Why am I forgetting the name of it all the time?
Juggernaut.
The Juggernaut. There you go. And that's it. Oh, I also have the these 2 coil art devices on the side. I got to build them after the show, but that's it. And I actually am vaping on all this stuff. Honestly, they all got batteries. They all got builds.
Except the one that you have to put the builds on?
Yep, except those 2.
All right. Oh, well, you know me, keeping it simple, keeping it a little old. Minikin V2 with the triple and short and sweet today with me. Loving this one, the Pulse Squonker with the drop. Yes. Everybody's like, the drop? I haven't heard of that drop, but yeah, there's the drop right there. I found this one, I hadn't used it forever, the Gator Boar drip tip. I thought looked pretty cool on there. So, Juices, Jam Monster, my go-to. And where the hell's that? Oh, I had a little bit of blue pucker left, so I figure, hell, I've been using that in the Squonker. Been awesome in that. So, there you go, short and sweet. Dude, I love Brian to death. I mean, and folks, don't get me wrong, I love Brian more than anything. He's a great friend, but good Lord Almighty. I kicked Instagram on last night while I'm at work, and at least 30 minutes of strumming through my Instagram. It's nothing but drop pictures. Has he paid folks to put drop pictures out there or something?
I don't know. I mean, I totally agree. It's like one of the best RDAs, and Brian's a good friend, and I'm very happy for him, but I am fucking so tired of seeing photos of that thing. Holy shit. It is everywhere I look. I see a photo of the drop. I'm having nightmares of the drop. I actually got 5 drops sitting on my desk in front of me. It's fucking things everywhere.
I've got 2 of them right here, and it's either Instagram or Facebook. I'm even seeing other folks starting to say, drop? Really? What is that? I've never heard of it. Knowing folks are being sarcastical. So if you haven't seen it, just go check out Instagram or Facebook. You'll definitely get an eyeful of it. But
if you haven't seen it, then there's something completely wrong with you. Because
yeah, you've been hiding under a rock or some shit like that. But I noticed, and this is what I love the most about this, and we're getting on the serious note of this. Folks have started to get them, and everybody in chat is going, oh man, the fucking, this thing, this is the real deal. They weren't bullshitting about all this crap. So definitely it was a good deal.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I forgot.
Let's take the phone call. I guarantee it's Mama, right?
No, I'm shutting my phone. I always forget. For some reason during your show, that's when DHL always calls me, and I always have to shut my phone off.
Right. Well, of course, it's morning fucking time. Everybody's gonna call. So,
bitch.
But like I said, though, I have noticed everybody out there that's been making comments have been going, "Oh my God, these folks weren't bullshitting. This is the real deal right here." So, if I tell you something, it's from my personal experience with it. You could get the same thing and say, "Oh my God, what was he thinking?" You know, if I'm thinking that the shit is the shit, to me, it is the shit. So, but you know, people of course look at us and say, "Oh, well, that's your friend." You know, you're just saying it because of this and that. Shit, friend, no friend. You can't fucking deny that right there.
Yeah, the only thing I hate is that this is the RDA that I've been using like every single day, and I need to stop using it so I can start using other stuff.
Exactly.
And also, like we talked about before, everyone's going to compare everything to the drop now.
Yeah.
Is a vape as good as the drop? Is a vape as good as the drop? You know, it's like, here we go.
And that's been the thing, because I've even noticed on posts now, it's not even some folks didn't even have it in their hands yet. And every time they would have like a little bit older of an RDA, they go, "Well, how does it compare to the drop?" Shit,
Yep.
some of these folks, you don't even have a drop yet to know how to make a comparison. You know, it's like, but I don't know. It is what it is.
I do got the I got 4 of them because me and Angela are gonna change out the RDAs that we use for our juice reviews. We're gonna start using these. So I got the all black, the all stainless, and then the black and stainless.
Ho, 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 ho.
Oh, these aren't available. I just mixed them. I mixed the top with the bottoms.
Oh, I was fixing to say, when the hell did you get some black ones there, kid?
Yep, there's I got all of them. I think this is all of them, right? Yeah, that's all of them right there.
Yep.
Now that's fanboying right there.
Hell yeah. Now that's what I do have to do. I need to get it. I need to get at least one black one, because I've got 2 of the stainless, and I want to have a black one because one of these I would like to make all freaking black. So
Honestly, like the one I like the most is the black and stainless, the black barrel. I think that's the hottest looking one.
that does look cool.
Yeah, that's the
That does
best
look cool.
one.
And just the other night, I guess it was on Mark's show, you know, or whatever show it was, I took the acrylic tip off and put on like the smaller one that Mark's using there that comes with it. And I was like, oh my God, I fell in love with it. But I found my gator board tip. I hadn't used it forever. And I was like, well, let me cram that joker on there. And oh my God, even though it's kind of a wide bore type grip tip, man, I love it though. It looks cool as fuck on there to me, but it's a good vape with it on there too.
Yeah, I gotta find like a perfect drip tip for this. I mean, the one it comes with is the perfect size, but the Ultim doesn't match up with the RDA.
And Kimmy, I don't lie. Thank you very much. So with that being said,
Woo-hoo!
folks out there getting rowdy already. So, well, we made it through Halloween. I guess the next holiday to come up is Thanksgiving, which is like week after next. So, what you got planned for Thanksgiving? Anything good? You having Andrew back up for Thanksgiving?
That would be a negative.
Mm.
Hopefully, it's a quiet night at home with some turkey TV dinners.
Oh shit, dude! You read my mind right there. Some good old, either it's a bucket of KFC or some fucking TV dinners. Hell yeah!
Turkey legs.
Yeah. So you're gonna try to spend Christmas with the herbs, I'm hearing.
Yeah, we're going to Brian's house. I think the day after or right after Christmas. We're going down there for a week, and then we're gonna have the vape team. Well, this is what we're planning. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen, but we're gonna have the vape team at Mike's house. Like all 3 of us will be at Mike's house, which I think would be pretty cool. Damn. I don't think Mike knows about that yet. So, well, if he's watching, then he knows now.
Yeah. Well, if anything, hopefully. Well, see, but if you're sitting on the couch, he's got that TV in the way, so you'll never be seen in the background. So
we're gonna have to do some rearrangement.
Yeah, you definitely are. You're gonna have to get in there and really rearrange some shit real fast. I am gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I've been looking to see what the date is. We've got a Vapor Showcase coming up at the 1st of January. That's What is it? Somewhere in Illinois. I can't remember the name of the damn town.
I don't think it was Belvedere, was it?
It was
You or Belvedere or something.
something like that. Something Beeville. What we'll call it Beeville, I guess, or some shit like that. I know it's the southern part of Illinois, but I'm trying to get Mark to go. It's about
4 hours. I didn't even realize Illinois that's big. 4 hours away from me, and I'm in Illinois. Wow.
That's what's funny is that from Mark's house to the event and my house to the event is basically the same amount of time. And I'm Tennessee, so I mapped it out the other day. It's about a 4.5 hour drive for me. So I'm going to try to pull that one off. Supposedly it's supposed to be a pretty good show. I don't think they've ever had it there before. So it is the Vapor Showcase, which we went to that one in Atlanta. I don't think it'll be near as big as what Atlanta was, but I'm hoping that maybe it'll be pretty good.
I wonder if they're doing it here because Vape Bash, they no longer have Vape Bash out here anymore.
Yeah.
That might be the reason why they're doing it here. Belleville. It might be Belleville too. I'm not sure.
That's it.
Is it Belleville? Okay, there you go. Thank you there, Dennis.
Good old Belleville. So definitely going to try to do that one right there. I don't know if I can pull off Foxwoods. That's an expensive trip right there. And like I was telling Mark earlier, if I was made of money, hell, I'd make them all. But not being made of money, on top of work being a little busy, it's not the easiest to time that out. That trip right there would kind of worry me a little bit too, because I'm a southern man. I'm not used to the northern type weather, and if it gets snowing or does something crazy up there, I'll be damned if I want to be stuck at an airport somewhere. So, and I don't exactly know what goes on up there, but
it will be snowing around that time.
Yep.
I finally got. I've been waiting for this. Finally got it, and it's really, really good.
Son bitch, I meant to talk to you about that. We need to talk afterwards.
I forgot about that. It's a lemon cake with powdered sugar, and it is actually probably the best lemon I've had, better than Dinner Lady. And that's a bold statement, yeah.
So let's talk about the juice for a second, because I want to kind of feel this one out. So is it like heavy on the lemon, or kind of like a light lemonish with the powdered sugar, or what pops the most on it?
You notice, I think what pop. I'm going to say the lemon and the cake is probably the exact same, and then you get a little bit of sugar on it on the end.
Huh.
So the lemon's not too overpowering, the cake's not too overpowering. It's kind of like perfect balance, and then the sugar, you kind of notice a little bit of sugar. I think it's perfect. They did a really good job on this.
See, there has really only been one lemon vape that I've really cared for, and that was by Glass.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And that one right there was like, oh, hell yeah. Other than that, it's not really in my profile. But if it's if it's like in that direction right there, that would be pretty cool for me. But I don't know.
I don't know if it's just because it's lemon, but I can't vape it all day because it's really rich.
Yeah. Definitely not an all-dayer.
No, for me, it's too rich. Well, I got it in a sub-ohm tank right now. When I had it on RDA, it was like the flavor was really strong. I mean, it's a good vape though. I mean, you got to like lemon. If you don't like lemon, you're not going to like it, but it's a damn good lemon cake.
Oh, look at that. John Holler says he thinks Johnny English will be going to that one.
Is Johnny English still around? Where has he been?
Yeah, I thought the cartel had kidnapped him and he was somewhere in Mexico.
Oops.
Oh, well. Oh, Johnny, then. Well, you'll definitely have to show Mark if Johnny's going.
I will be there.
They'll want to see both of y'all together, kind of go at it for a little bit.
That would be interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard or seen Mr. English in a while.
So I get a lot of folks ask me, I don't know, I guess we're talking about juice a little bit. I get folks ask me, well, what kind of stuff do you like to vape? And I'll be real quick and sweet about this one. My profile is based more around custards. I love custards, but the thing I don't care for, a lot of the fruits. I'm not a big fruit person. I don't like candied vapes. I'm not into the candy type thing. Like real sicky sweet or sour type candies. Those are just, I'm not a big fan of those. But like fruit wise, there's really only two fruits that I'm even remotely kind of big into, and that would be like strawberry or apple. And I'm picky about the apple. Like a candied apple, I don't care for, but more of like a subtle apple is cool with me. I like vapes like that, but I basically stick more around the custards. Now, when Tony B put out his blue pucker, I was like, there's no way I'm going to care for that right there. But surprisingly, I did, but that one's even kind of different itself. So I have enjoyed that one. Now, that's not an all day vape for me, though, but I do enjoy it at times. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm more of the custard type person. So
Yeah, I don't know. I like a little bit of everything.
yeah, you reach out a little bit further than what I do on some stuff. I notice you do like some of the you kind of like some of the sour candy shit, don't you?
Yeah, they're not bad. I mean, it's not like an all day vape. Usually all day, like if I vape all day, it'll be like the nata or nada, whatever you call it, custard.
Yeah.
Usually like custard, I'll vape all day, or like jelly or a donut one, I'll vape all day. I like mixing a lot of liquids together too.
See, I don't quite get into that because what I'll create is a mess, and then it's just something I've got to clean up and never do anything with. But
I always use there's a liquid from oh man, what's his name? Jesus, why am I forgetting? The how? Wow, I forgot. Oh my god, I don't know his name anymore. What happened? The dude in Michigan.
Who?
The dude in Michigan, Vaporwood. There we go, Vaporwood. I forgot that. Hometown Vapes. They have a liquid called Milked, and it's just like straight milk, and that liquid is perfect to mix with anything. Yeah, that concentrates, and you can pour a little concentrate into that juice, and it's perfect, like a perfect mixer for everything.
I could see where that would be, kind of cool, but I know sometimes you've talked about mixing shit, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? And then, are you going to be able to create that same concoction again? But
probably not, no, because I don't measure it out. I just dump it in there. Like the two new loaded flavors, those are really good mixed together.
See, I want to get my hands, and I was about to do it, and I think I was texting you that one time about it, but I've kind of like held off because somebody else made a point to say that what is it, the strawberry jelly donut, that newer one, it's kind of like, I think Andrew said it tastes more just like the donut one. It's not really, you can't even pick up the strawberry all that much, if I recall.
It tasted more like jelly, and the other one, the what is it called, the cookie butter or whatever?
Yeah,
that was more of like a cookie kind. So those two mixed together, those two were perfect mixed together.
Wow. Well, maybe then I do need to start fooling around with that. I don't know. The one that surprised me though, that I really didn't think I could make an all-day vape, was the Nada. The Nada was good, and I was thinking, wow, this is like a good morning coffee type vape thing, but I'd loaded it in an RTA one day, took it to work with me, and just never was getting tired of it, and realized, wow, I'm actually enjoying that for an all-day vape right there, which it's funny, some of the flavors that I can do a little bit in the morning, and I can tell like, okay, I've had enough of this. I'm done. I'll set it down till tomorrow, but some of them it's just like, shit, I can't get enough of it.
I wonder, does this stuff come in larger bottles?
No, to my knowledge, it's only the 60 ml bottles right now.
Because I burned through this liquid like crazy.
Yeah, I've definitely been enjoying that one. I have put the brakes on it just a little bit because as much as I was doing that one, I was kind of like, woo. Well, I got Mike's juice and then started ripping through that. And then I think it was last weekend. It had hit me. I'd ran out of the strawberry jam monster. I was like, man, I'm wanting that for some reason. I went and got it, and I have blasted through this bottle right here. There's not much left in just a freaking week's time.
Damn.
The jam monster, the strawberry one, to me still is just like, it's badass. It is definitely badass.
It is good.
I can't remember the company's name. Marker ST might know the name of what?
I think the cornbread pudding.
That's on Mike's site. Hit that juice. I don't know.
I don't know who makes it though. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I think, isn't it country some shit or
Clouds?
Yeah, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but if you check Mike's site out, he's definitely got all them. That's one I have yet to try yet.
I love that one. There were a few people that said they didn't like it, but I loved it. I mean, it tastes like cornbread, I guess. If you don't like cornbread, then you're probably not going to like it. But
yeah, and that's the one out of all of them that I've heard the most. That it is Country Clouds. That is the biggest one on there. I think they've got 4 flavors, and
I didn't like the other ones at all too much.
If somebody was to tell me, "Hey, I've got cornbread pudding in a vape,"
hell yeah, I'd buy that in an instant.
Do you want to try it? At first, I would sit there and kind of think, I don't know about that, but I do like cornbread, so I don't see why I wouldn't like it. But is it kind of a sweeter type cornbread?
No, it's got a little sweetness to it. It's a little bit more corny than sweetness. It's got a mild sweetness to it.
I got you.
See, Country Cloud sucks. There's some people out there who don't like it. I've seen that. I've seen a few people say that.
Yeah, Luke's saying that the lemon pudding pie tastes like Dinner Lady, which that could be pretty good. I know they've got I don't remember the other two. Don't they have like a banana one too?
Banana pudding, a lemon, cornbread, and I think that's it. I think.
For some reason, I thought there was a 4th one, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. Yeah, some of that's pretty crazy. I want to try a bread pudding without cinnamon in it.
A bread pudding. I don't think I know of any other ones.
No. They get pretty crazy. Unless you start DIYing this shit, I guess you could come up with any crazy concoction on there, but
I just hate having, like, when you DIY, you have to wait. Like, you make it, and then you can't vape it. You got to wait for it to steep. That's the part I would probably hate the most.
Dude, I'm the same way, because if I made something that I thought that was just going to be like, oh my God, this shit is going to be badass, and then I got to sit there and wait 2 weeks to vape on it or whatever, I'm like, dude, you're killing me here with this shit. Yep. How's the Sinful Apple Roll? Well, that used to be one of my favorites right there, but I haven't vaped on it in forever. So it is a good one, though. It definitely is a good one. Tom said he is at work and he's risking his job to support. Thank you so much, Tom. Tom is actually in the courtroom right now with his earbuds in, and the judge is talking to him, and he's just sitting there looking at his phone. So I always appreciate that, Tom, the support.
He's got a murder trial going on.
Yep, his client is on death row, or they're going to ask if he's going to be on death row. And, Tom's like, hold on. We're seeing what's going on here. Thank you, TJ, for the donation. Yes, I spoke with TJ last night for a few on Facebook. Good talking with you, sir. Tom said, let him fry. He did it. Okay, cool deal. So I know you've been getting in like they've opened the floodgates again. The shit's just a coming and coming, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know if it's because Christmas is coming or what the deal is, man, but oh my God. I've been trying to do 2 videos a day and I can't keep up.
I have noticed that. I noticed the other day that actually I think 3 videos dropped in one day, correct?
Yep.
I was like, damn near had a heart attack when I seen that shit.
I'm trying to catch up with Mike. I can't, it's the faster I do the videos, like the quicker the stuff comes. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, Mike's pretty dedicated to having at least 1 video a day drop out, which of course, you know, I mean, hell, he's sitting on so much shit he has to, but
I will say, like, I got the capo squonker, the capo, whatever you guys want to call it. And I was pretty excited about this. It's a nice mod, but it's like severely underpowered, especially when you use the battery that it comes with. If you use a different battery, it's got a little bit more power to it, but like 100 watts right now feels like 60 watts.
all right, let me ask you this because we haven't really talked about any of this yet. Of all the stuff that's like flowing in here right now, is it a lot of gimmicky shit like why did you do this, or is there still some decent ideas coming through?
No, I don't see anything like new coming through. Like probably this capo squonker is probably like the newest, like coolest thing. Like there's a Wismec mod that's a mouth to lung. It's like a very low wattage device with a built-in battery. I mean, it's not because I'm not saying anything bad about mouth to lung. I'm just saying this has probably been done a million times, but it's a nice little mod.
Yeah.
They got the little Vaporesso mini Revenger. They had the mini Terrat, whatever it's called, which is kind of the same thing. And then the Kanger Spider, which is pretty much a typical Kanger mod. It's got a little wheel on the front that you adjust the wattage for, and it's got one of those tanks. They did one before. It's got 3 coils in it, and you could select if you want 1 coil, 2 coils, or 3 coils. Okay. It'll do like 60, 120, or 150 watts.
And is that dual battery?
This actually has a built-in battery.
Oh, okay.
And I would say probably like the Juggernaut is probably like the coolest thing that's came in.
All right. Again, I know we just talked yesterday, but did you happen to throw another build in it?
No, I'm going to throw a build in it today once the show's over.
Yeah, which means that's not happening. So anyway, because I keep hearing that shit. You're killing me with this shit, man.
I did happen to get the what's his name? Bogan's RDA from the company's real shitty, but the RDA looks really nice. So the creator is nice, the company not so much. I haven't built on it yet, but I want to build on this. What the hell is on the bottom of this thing?
Let me ask you though, are you going to do a video on that one?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I mean, because obviously you're gonna have to say who it's through. So,
and the thing that sucks, I think Mike's new RDA is coming out through this shitty company too. So I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, that will be interesting right there. So,
and then let's see. I got these 2 devices from Coil Art. This is I think it's just like a unregulated, or well, I guess it's kind of regulated device. And then the squonker looks nice as hell.
Yep.
Really nice looking. And that's pretty much it. A few other things here, a few RDAs that I haven't built on yet, but.
See, what's funny is too, and I know I've spoke about this in the past, it's like whatever is talked about a lot or what's going on, it seems like that's where the trend begins with it. You know, you were saying squonking just a little bit, and of course you were having to go on you know, like Facebook groups to find a good squonking device. Now it's trending with all the companies that everybody's throwing their name into the hat, getting a squonking device out. And now I know mount-to-lung tanks have been out there, but you weren't really hearing a whole lot about them, at least within the realm of our group, because a lot of us are not really MTL type people. which it's just we've gone a different route with vaping. We don't normally do that. But that is trending pretty damn quick right there because, you know, I've got at least 3 of them sitting here, and it's just like, I know Dimitri and Phil are about to have theirs out through Anakin, and you got some more. And I honestly think that's going to be a huge seller because you got 2 guys that's their specialty right there. That's what they do. And I think when they've put their minds together on top of who they are and having that association with Anakin like they've had,
perfect.
If I was a mouth-to-lung vapor, I would definitely run out and get one of those because that right there is probably going to be the shit right there.
Yep. I wouldn't even need to see a review. I would just go out and buy it.
Yep. I would almost, even though I know I'm not a big oh my God, why am I having a brain fart right now? What's the high dollar freaking mouth to lung?
Oh, what is it called? Oh my God, it's on my mind. I forgot the name of it right now. I know what you're talking about though.
Yeah, it's like
not the Hurricane, right?
No, the main freaking mouth.
The K-Fun, right?
The K-Fun. The K-Fun. There we go. I'm sorry.
I thought you were talking about the really, really expensive one. It's like $200 something.
Well, I'm just thinking like of a K-Fun, which is pretty expensive. I wouldn't even go to a K-Fun. I think I'd go straight to the Anakin because of just the guys that are backing this up. So,
yeah, it should be nice. It should be interesting to see how it's going to compare to the K-Fun.
Yeah. Hold on. Somebody was saying something. Let me back up. I'm sorry, folks. I'm not reading chat as quick as what I need to. Mark ST, have you heard anything on the new Geek Vape Squonker dual battery?
I have not.
I have not either. Now I do have the a thing that is supposed to be coming to me. I know it's a little late, but I'm still curious to get my hands on one of those. Well, the kit. I don't think the RDA on it's like really all that big, but the Squonk itself is pretty nice from what I've heard.
Really nice. It is a really nice mod. I got a review going up right after the show, and it's of the Dolphin. This thing is so fucking awesome. Like it's almost just like the Penguin, but this thing is so cool. So cool.
Now I've heard what the difference really to that is battery and the airflow on it's a little larger than the Penguin.
Yeah, well, I don't know. The Penguin had a 2000. This one has a 2100. So I don't think you're going to notice anything there. It does have a little bit more airflow for direct lung, and then also what was the other difference? Oh, there was one more. Shit.
God, I can use this thing forever.
Oh, this one holds 2 mLs less. But it's a mouth to lung and a direct lung. And vaping this thing on direct lung, this thing is so awesome. You guys, you got to watch my video on this because this thing puts out some big ass clouds. This is the coolest little device for, I think it's like $20 or something, just to have in your pocket.
This is probably stupid, even though I just did it, but I'm going to do it again. I'm going to take a big ass hit. I hadn't vaped on this forever, left juice in it. I'll probably die because there's bacteria built up in it, but oh well. These things do, and this is the Penguin. This one, I mean, they kick out.
They do. Surprising.
Yeah. I'd always see Mark using his, and I was in the shop one day, and they had some there, and I was like, oh, you know what? I got to try one of these right here just for the hell of it. But I've seen 1 or 2 videos out on the Dolphin. I know Andrew's got one. He said he's been liking his a lot. So
yeah, these are really cool little mods.
I think even Mike was saying that his wife got a hold of his, and she's been using the shit out of it. So
I wonder why they called it the Dolphin and the Penguin. And when I look at it sideways, it actually looks like a penguin, kind of.
Well, that looks like a dolphin.
Or dolphin, penguin, same deal.
And I guess if you hold that, I guess that looks, I don't know, shit. Anyway. Mark, you still vape banana bondage?
That would be a negative.
No, sir. Okay. I think you kind of burned that one out there, kid, didn't you?
Kinda. I won't go into details why I don't vape it anymore. Let's just say I don't vape it anymore.
Roger that. I need a sub-ohm tank suggestion. Crown 3, Valerian Fire Luke, or Sense Blazer Pro. Best one for flavor. If you look
flavor, the Valerian, I think.
Yeah, if you're looking for flavor, and I don't even have the Valerian, but I've heard through Mark that and he's pretty much tried all those. Out of all those, that's the only one I haven't tried. I would almost have to say the only thing about the Blazer, it requires to me a lot of wattage for my vaping style.
Sure does.
So in turn, you know, you're going to blast through some battery using something like that. I don't know.
You need at least 100. I use mine all the time when I'm testing these devices, but you need at least 100 watts just to get it going. It's a very power-hungry tank.
Yes, James, I really am a Ravens fan. Not doing good this year, but yes, I am a fan. Now, I also have to say, too, even though the Crown 3 is a little old, the Crown 3 was a pretty good one. I used that one for a while, but, man, I tell you what, I've just gotten to the point now. Used to on all these shows, if you go way back in the day, you'd see me vaping, but nothing but sub-ohm tanks. That's all I really ever used. And now I'm strictly, I mean, I'm like an RTA freak now. That's all I really like to mess with. And I've got quite a few RTAs, but I've kind of got it limited down to what I really enjoy the most. And that's basically what I run all the time. And I drip, and I pretty much do that at the house. So
best RTA under $100. I want to say my personal preference, either the Reload or what was the name of this one? God damn it, I forget the name of it. I can't even see the name through the tank. Oh, it's right there. It's covered with what is this called? I forgot.
Oh, what is that? The one I've got too?
No, you don't got this. Is the one from I think Canada. I can't see the name through the.
Oh, the Churchill.
Churchill, there you go. I would say the Reload RTA or the Churchill. That'd be my two nominations.
I'm going to tell you this right here, and this one is really on the cheaper side. I might get hate on this one. I don't know, but if y'all have been keeping up with the shows, every show I hold up the triple. And I know Mark's not a fan of the maker, but I have to say, it is rare that I find an RTA on not the expensive side that I really like a whole lot, that I use this often. Man, this thing goes to work with me every single day. The flavor on it, I love. To me, it doesn't just suck juice up like a hound. It's everything about it I love. But I think some people are kind of a little turned away. Well, you got to put 3 coils in. Well, you don't necessarily have to do that. You can run it dual coil also, but I've got I got it built like the name of it. I got it built up into a triple. It's coming in at a 0.11, and like I said, it's been an awesome vape for me. So if you're looking for a good RTA, that's definitely one out there. And I think these are going for like 35 or somewhere around in that area. And they're not hard to find.
Best regulated mod that is non-DNA. Ooh, that's a
wow.
There's so many.
Wow, where to begin?
Yeah,
up to date or like within the past year?
There's so many.
Well, yeah, you could just keep on. Well,
a little bit more detail than that.
That is true. I will say this one, again, since I'm holding it in hand, this one's been out for a while, but the Minikin V2, you can still get them. This one has been lasting. I'm surprised. Now, I haven't dropped this mod or anything like that, but you know what? Because I got a video coming up on this one soon too. I know I'm a little bit behind the gun, but this one right here had such high potential. A great mod right here, the Basilisk or whatever the hell you want to call it. But just because of the chip not acting the way the chip is off in it, and if you drop it one time, that is pretty much it. It is done for. It's going to break, which sucks. But like I said, this one had such potential right here to be a great mod. Somebody just asked, no more Sherman love from Marker ST. I still use my Sherman. I just don't use it as much as what I used to. I will say
awesome.
that.
I mean, still a really good RTA.
It is a good one. But when I got this one right here, the OMEC, it kind of took its place. And the reason why they're similar in some fashion, but, and maybe it's just me, even when I feel like I have put the most expert wicking technique on that Sherman, I'll still experience some leaking out of it from time to time. And the OMEC has never leaked a freaking drip on me yet. And I've wicked it all kind of different ways. I've even purposely tried to wick it in funky ways to make it leak, and it just won't leak.
I would love to use mine, but I cannot find an O-ring that will work on the airflow control ring. I got a whole box of O-rings and nothing will, it's either too small or too big. If anyone out there has extra O-rings for this RTA, please email me. Please. I know I should just contact, what's his name from Armageddon, but
yeah,
I think I'm going to do that probably today because I want to use this thing so bad again.
You know what?
Goddamn O-ring.
I was just looking at yours, and I'm like, damn, I need to throw my glass tank on mine or whatever kind of freaking. Is that glass?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I got my tube down here. Let me look at that shit real quick.
This RTA is so awesome, but the O-rings are just so shitty. And if you accidentally tear that O-ring on the airflow control ring, you are screwed.
Oh, yeah. There you go right there. I think I'm going to swap that out. I think that glass looks pretty. I didn't realize how cool that looked until you just held yours up.
The last one is nice.
Yep, I'm going to have to do that a little later. Damn it. Now I got the fucking.
Same thing with the other, what's the other RTA that I would love to continue using? The Modfather. That's another one that has O-rings on it. I hate these RTAs that use like 6, 7, 8, 10 O-rings, and if you screw up one O-ring, then you can't use the RTA.
Yep, that's
a little
true.
tiny O-ring around the 510 I lost, and therefore I can't use it now.
What about the big boy you got? Did you?
Yeah, I'm vaping on it. It's actually pretty nice.
The big 41, the Titan or whatever.
It's pretty nice. It's kind of big, but I try to put a series build on here. I just can't get it high enough. I can't get the resistance high enough, so I got it on the boxer. It looks kind of weird, but vape's really good.
And it fits on the boxer perfect, doesn't it?
There's a little overhang on the front, but it looks kind of top heavy. But yeah. I would prefer it on the Hammer of God, but I can't build a series.
Ooh, speaking of that, I've got me a new I've got a new boxer coming in the future here, hopefully pretty soon, that I'm pretty stoked about.
Yeah, someone in chat told me they have an orange one. I need to go check that out.
Orange what?
Boxer.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I've got a well, I'll show it off when it comes, but I'm getting stoked about that. What else is going on out in chat? Let's see. I'm still rocking my original cuboid, and I have 30,709 puffs on it.
Holy shit.
You've definitely got your money's worth out of that and more. So
yeah.
ST, best flavor, the triple or the OMEC? Hold on. Woo! I feel like I'm gonna get hung on the cross on this one. I tell you what, with the build that I've been doing, I'm getting better flavor out of the triple than the Olmec.
Damn.
That's pretty wild. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my Olmec and I use it quite a bit. But honestly, I have produced better flavor from. Now, that could just be the builds I'm running with. You might be able to do something to your style and be like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm telling you, man, as wide as the airflow is on this, and I'm not going to break this thing down, but dude, you were like right there on your coils. And like I said, this thing's got flavor for days on it. I love it. And that's what shocks me out of it, how inexpensive it is. And I figured by now I would have set the damn thing down, but freak, I can't. I love it. Dude, I'm still tripping out. Dude, you need to take pictures of that thing and put it on Facebook. Put it in the lounge or some shit like that.
That is crazy. That is really crazy.
You need to contact the freaking company and tell them what you've done with it. Hell, they'll probably put you up on the company lobby wall. You've been the one to take yours the furthest. I think I've got one cuboid that's been sitting here that's got like 3 puffs off of it, and I set it back down and never used it again. But
I got this RTA from Blitz, and it's called I didn't want to say the Intrepid. And it actually, I just built it just now, but it might actually be a real nice RTA. There's one thing I got to I got to use it for a while because it has these little ceramic blocks that go on the inside that are held on with O-rings.
Yeah.
And I want to see if it melts the O-ring.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to see if I can show you the deck. It's pretty cool. You can do like a single coil. It has like a single coil ceramic plug, and it has a dual coil one. And I'm just really worried about the O-ring melting. Hold on, let me see here.
What is the name of that triple? That's the name of it. It's called the Triple from Vandy Vape. Let me present Mark.
The Triple.
Wow, they're getting fancy by wrapping up the freaking tank in a bag, aren't they?
A little baggy.
Now, who is this through again?
Blitz, the guys that made.
I know who you're talking about.
There you go. So the build deck is actually pretty nice. Screw this. There we go.
Wow.
So this is the dual coil one. This is ceramic, and you put your coils across it, And then if you want to do the single coil, they have a ceramic block that just has one large cutout. But the only thing that I need to test is this little ceramic. Come on. Is in there with a little O-ring. I want to see if the little O-ring melts or not. I'm curious if I could just use it like this without the block in there.
Oh, I bet your airflow might get kind of wonky with it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But yeah, I'm curious. Get this back in there.
That's a good thing right there, because some heat is going to build up. Yep. And I'm wondering how long that. Damn, looks like the O-ring's really starting to kind of.
Yep. You gotta lick it. Gotta lick the O-ring, and then what?
There's no groove like built into the block. Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah, there's a little groove. It just sometimes it'll slide out of the groove if it's not like wet. Get in there, son of a bitch. There we go. It's pretty tight in there. I don't think it's gonna loosen up, but once again, it's one of those things you got to kind of use it and see. But hopefully it holds up because it seems to be pretty nice. Guess we'll find out in about a week or so.
That's kind of different.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Let me put this out there real quick because I think I just there's not an issue between Mark and Twisted. He's not saying he doesn't like that. He's talking about the actual.
I have an issue with Vandy Vape, not with Twisted.
Yeah. So let's get that straight. And I'm not going to go into all that shit again. You'll have to go back a couple of shows to see why we talked about that. Oh, thank you. Please don't do that right now. My computer's wanting to restart. Oh, let me change that. 1 hour. Okay. All these freaking, man, Windows 10 and all these freaking updates, man. It's like a constant freaking thing.
Does anyone have a Crown 3 that overheats a lot?
Wow, I never used mine enough to, I guess, get mine to overheat.
I mean, depending on some sub-ohm tanks, when you run them really high wattages, they get hot. Like the Blazer that I use, this thing gets so hot that you can't even touch it. So it's common for a tank to get really hot.
That is true, because when I got my first Blazer and they were talking about, wow, you can, blast the shit out of this one right here. I literally was taking the coil up to, man, I was running that thing at like 180 watts, and it just didn't seem like, it just seemed like vaping something at 80 or 90 watts. And I could keep going, but man, you put that much wattage on something and you kind of chain vaping it, man, I'm surprised that tank didn't get the glowing on there. It was that joker get so hot.
It's only at 65 watts. I mean, I haven't vaped my Crown 3 in a while, but it's not uncommon for the tank to get hot.
Yeah. And at 65, I wouldn't see, unless you can't keep it out of your mouth and you're just rocking and rolling with that joker.
Yeah, if you're chain vaping it, it's definitely going to get hot.
Yeah. I don't know what made me think of this all of a sudden. I guess it's some questions I've seen asked. It's always funny. So I've been doing YouTube now for at least, I think, about 2.5 years now or some shit like that. One of my very first videos I ever put out was when the iStick 50 first came out. And I was having issues with mine, and there was a few others, and they were starting to put their videos out. And I just felt that, I needed to do a video on it to let people know, because it was still new at the time, that, hey, if you're considering on getting one of these, there's some issues going on with these things. I mean, some of them had caught fire, yada, yada, yada. But I felt I was doing my service as a YouTuber to put that out there. I just got a comment made off of that video from well over 2 years ago about, hey, if you do this will probably fix your issue. I love to get comments like that, because it's like, dude, that thing has been like long gone. I barely even remember it. So it's funny when folks comment off stuff, and I guess they would think that I'm still using it after that long.
There's some vape shops out there, like especially like out here, like really cheesy vape shops that still carry products that are like 3 years old, 2 years old. Someone will go out and buy it. I mean, it's new to them, and they might go on YouTube and be like, oh, hey, there's a video, and not realize the video is like 2-3 years old.
Yeah. I guess that is true, because even in a few of the shops I've been in around my area, I will see some things sitting there, and it just kind of, I don't really ever say anything, but I sit there and think in my mind that, wow, that thing came out a long, long time ago, and it's still sitting here in the glass case. I'm thinking, dude,
still at full price.
Yeah, it's like, you could probably, go ahead and pull this one out. I don't think it's going to sell, but I don't know. You might still have that one unsuspecting customer that comes in and wants it, but there was a pic on the Vape Team Facebook group about a crack post. You know anything about it?
Is that a joke? Is that real?
I don't know. Can you be a little bit more descriptive?
That was a joke that I made a while ago, but
about what, on your drop or something?
Yeah, well, I made a joke that one of my posts were cracked, but I don't know if they're being serious or not.
Oh, he said, yeah, on the drop. Okay, well then that was that was Mark's post then.
No, I didn't post it. I just made a joke on a show. I didn't post anything.
Oh, well, he was saying there was a pic.
Oh, I did not see that.
The only thing I've seen, and I think it was, well, it has to be a manufacturer's error. It got through the cracks. Somebody did post yesterday about their squonk pen did not fit in the drop. And I just think it was one of those irregularities that it didn't get machined right or something like that. And dude was trying to put it in, and he sounds like he's from overseas, so there was a little bit of a language barrier kind of going on there. But apparently he was trying to get it in there, and people was going, well, you're not putting it in there the right way. Well, there's only one freaking way to put that thing in, and he clearly kind of showed in the video where he was trying to get it in there, and it was jacked up. So I don't know. I just think it's something that got through the cracks, which happens with everything. But
yeah, that's one of the things I asked Brian, or that's kind of one of the reasons why, like, I didn't, like, I am kind of like worried about putting out something. Like, you figured the drop sold however many thousands. There's going to be some bad ones in the batch. It's obvious. And of course, if someone gets a bad one, they're going to probably contact Brian, and it's going to be like, that's really stressful. I can imagine. So remember, like, when the Icon came out, people were messaging him.
Yes.
When they had a bad one. And even though he technically has nothing to do with building it, that would be kind of stressful, like having to deal with the people like, oh, this is missing or this is broke. And like, oh, man, like, I couldn't handle that. I would be fucking stressed out.
And that is something that y'all have to remember.
Yeah, 14,000 were already sold. So you figure there's going to be a good amount that are bad. It's obvious.
Yeah,
the bad ones are going to slip through.
You can't put out that many, even though folks are like, well, shit, they should have had a long enough time to get it right. Anytime you're manufacturing a product, there are always going to be some that slip through the cracks. It happens with every freaking thing that's built in the world, not just in the country, but in the world. Even the most perfect people, you're going to have some that slip through. And believe me, it doesn't matter what it is out there. So, but I do want to say this, because I have noticed this on like Facebook posts from time to time, especially with some of the guys I know that have put a product out. You got to understand too that the product they've put out that they've dealt with, they're not sitting at some shop where it's being made. They've worked with a manufacturer to put the best product out there, and then that manufacturer makes it. If there's an issue with it, you need to contact whoever you bought your product through, whatever vendor, or you need to contact the manufacturer. They're the ones that are going to handle it, like Mike or Brian or somebody like that. Those are not the ones that you would contact. Now, if you got a question about something, that's one thing. But if you've actually know that you have a physical error with something, those guys aren't really the ones to go to right there. You really need to contact who you got it through. They're the ones that should make things right for you.
Yeah, there's only been like one post or photo about, a defect. So 1 out of 14,000 is pretty damn good if you ask me.
Yeah. And there's probably a few more than that, but still, that's pretty damn good. Approximately 490,000 retail sales so far on the drop. Damn.
On an RDA, holy! I need to get into the building RDA business.
Yeah, really. Because if y'all don't know this, you won't see Brian here probably in another week or two. As soon as he gets paid out on this,
he's moving. He's out.
Yeah, I think he said he's going out of the country and you'll never see him again. So,
yep.
Brian's going to hate me a little later on, but oh, shit. Well, all right, folks. We have hit that hour mark, as always. Well, I mean, this wasn't a bad show. We had a little bit to discuss here, but what is next week? Week after next is Thanksgiving, correct? Or
I have no idea.
I can't keep up with it. I think it is week after next, so we're getting closer to that. I will say in advance, I don't know if I'm going to have my show on Thanksgiving this year, because Thanksgiving always is on a Thursday. I might actually do it like the day beforehand or something like that. So I'll give you a heads up next week of what's happening there. But normally on Thanksgiving Day, most of my family's rolled in, and it might be kind of loud in the house and all that, and it's hard to do the show with a lot of stuff in the background, but we'll see. Anyway, we're going to get out of here. Y'all have a great week. Don't forget, Vape Show. Wait, Vape Show. Ugh. Get my head straight. The Vape Team tonight at 10 Eastern with the guys. And then on Sunday, not another vape show. Oh, let me announce it on this show. So Mark did a poll the other night because Mark was stressing about cutting that show off early this past Sunday, and he couldn't take it anymore. So I guess we're back to 2 hours on Sunday night, correct?
Yep, back to 2 hours. Only lasted for a week.
Yep, the whole week. So Mark's kind of like me. I'll do something one week, and next week it'll be a whole different thing. Go right back to where we were at. So
pretty much.
But anyway, we will be back full 2 hours. So and I think he's bringing everybody on next Sunday. I mean, like all the big namers. I think Twisted, freaking Rip Trippers, all of them, because they heard the show's going back to 2 hours. They all want to be, they want to be on there. So
that would be an awesome show, though.
That would be cool to have everybody on there. But I
could somehow pull that together.
Yeah, that shit ain't gonna happen. But
probably not.
Anyway, we're out of here. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you next week, same time, same place. See you then. Peace.
Bye.